A former Mitchell man living in Ukraine says the recent missile attacks on the capital city of Kiev are frightening, but they only increase Ukrainian resolve.
Brian Bonner is the former editor of the Kiev Post and still works as a journalist on global issues. Tonight we hear from him about the recent attacks and what the future holds for Ukrainians. This explosion from a Russian missile in the heart of Kyiv was only blocks away from Brian Bonner's home.
I could be there anytime. It's a 10-minute walk from my house.
On Monday, an estimated 80 missiles were fired at Ukrainian cities, some targeting a power grid, others hitting civilian gathering places like this sky bridge over Shevchenko Park.
Today, the mood in Kyiv universally is defiance. People are going to fight on. Of course, people are afraid. This sort of random terror does affect your psyche.
Some residents are seeking shelter in the city's subway system. Bonner is temporarily out of danger. He was in Berlin when we talked to him today. Bonner expects the coming winter to be a rough one. He believes Putin will try to make it hard on Ukrainians by blowing up their energy infrastructure.
It's a cold nation. It's a cold climate. It's like South Dakota in the winter, so it can be very rough. But people are determined to fight it out.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia timed its strikes on Ukraine on Monday to inflict the greatest possible loss of life. Bonner feels the same. Living thousands of miles away, he hopes Americans remain invested in the fight for freedom.
The United States has clearly shown, and South Dakota is certainly a part of that they are going to stand up for democracy. The price only goes up if we give in to dictators, if we give in to Vladimir Putin's nuclear threats, which he's not going to use. We have the arsenal of democracy in America, and we need to use it, and we are using it.
With continued support, Bonner feels Ukraine can win back its territory. He says all Ukrainians want is for Russia to leave them alone. Although he is back in the United States often, Bonner has called Ukraine home for the past 14 years. Now, he lived in Russia during Putin's rise to power, working as the Moscow bureau chief for a newspaper group.
All right, let's get a check of your weather. Sounds like the wind's going to